Human beings are members of a whole, in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, other member uneasy will remain. If you have no sympathy for the human pain, the name of human you cannot retain. Finally, we are honored to have a person on the stage who stepped out of his comfort zone to make a change by writing a book. A person who is very brave, and despite his busy time, he makes time to highlight the work of Hazara individual. A person who works tirelessly and actively to raise the voice of people in community. So please join me in welcoming the author of Hazara Prodigies, Mr. Bashir Faiq. Please give him a big round of applause.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before I begin, I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather this evening. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and recognize their continued connection to the land, culture, and community. If there is any First Nation people present with us this evening, I extend a warm welcome and a deep appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is through storytelling that we build, bridge, fostering understanding and celebrate the shared humanity that connects us all. It is true honor to stand before you this evening. Not just because I'm here to launch my book, but because I am witnessing a beginning of a new historic chapter in what I like to call a Hazara collaborations of the Australian multicultural landscape. Today is an extraordinary occasion. It's a day to celebrate not just the release of my book, but the result of many years of dedications and hard works. And let's face it, more than a few sleepless nights. And yes, perhaps some caffeine-driven craziness. The journey of writing the Hazara Prodigies began in 2021. During my time pursuing a Master of Diplomacy at the Australian National University in Canberra, where the idea of this book first took shape. Hazara Prodigies is not just a book, it is the story of a community that have faced unimaginable adversity and yet continue to stand strong, showing pride and determinations. While the Hazara genocide and the struggle of discriminations are often at the forefront of our discussions, this book takes a different path. It shines a light on the story of success, highlighting the achievement of our business owners, entrepreneurs, academics, engineers, of course, generals, singers, social workers, nurses, and countless many more. More importantly, it celebrates 25 years of Hazara contributions to building and enriching these great nations. I am deeply honored to introduce Hazara Prejudice, a book that highlights inspiring stories of the Hazara community here in Australia. Stories that reveals our courage, our sacrifices, and our firm determination and commitment to contribution to the society that welcome us all here. More than that, it is a tribute to all those who come before us, and hopefully an inspiration for generation to follow. As the saying goes, we are not makers of history. We are made by history. But today, we are more than just products of our past. We are the architecture of our future. In this book, we celebrate the 25 years of the Australian Hazara contributions to the Australian multicultural landscape. A quarter of a century of dedication, innovation, and hard work that has not only enriched the culture fabric of these nations, but also contributed immensely to its economic growth. Hazara Prejudice captures 5 themes. The first, resilience in overcoming forced migrations, highlighting Hazara community's ability to withstand through the challenges and displacement and adversity. 2, seamless integrations into Australian society, showcasing their successful adaptations and maintaining their unique culture and identity. 3rd, contributions to education, the workforce, and advocacy, embracing their roles in advancing human rights, promoting gender equality, exceeding in various fields. 4th, transformative power of education, celebrating education as a foundation for Hazara individual to achieve leadership across many different fields. 5th, 25 years of impact on Australian multicultural society, reflecting on their significant contributions to Australia's economic growth, inclusive society, and cultural diversity. This book is not just about the struggle of the Hazara people, but a celebration of their achievement. It reflects the resilience, the invaluable contributions of the Hazara community has made to the Australian multicultural fabric. It is time for their story, your story, to be told. Not as a story of marginalizations, but as one of empowerment and success. From business owners to doctors, lawyers to real estate agents, teachers to engineers, artists to social workers, Hazara Australians are shaping the future of this great country. It is through Hazara prejudice that the true depth of these contributions have become evident. Today, the Hazara community in Australia is over 100,000, strong with vibrant contribution in areas such as business, as I mentioned earlier, medicine, education, law, engineering, and so many more. Hazara Australians are not just only surviving, we are exceeding the arts of the Hazara communities to contribute immensely to this great country that has welcomed us all. As Nelson Mandela said this, there is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged, to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. Hazara Australians have altered the course of Australia's history, leaving a lasting legacy of cultural exchange, innovation, and success. Hazara prejudice is not only about heartless we have faced. It is about celebrating the accomplishment that have resulted in overcoming them. It's about acknowledging the contributions of the Hazara people who have made the cornerstones of our community, maintaining our culture while building new lives for their community and for their families. It's about recognizing the entrepreneurs who have built successful businesses, the educators who have shaped young minds, the healthcare workers on the forefront, and many more professionals who have leaving their marks in every single field. This book does more than just capture the achievement of the past. It highlights the dynamic contributions of the Hazara Australians to present and the promising future they are helping to shape. It reflects how migrations, diversity, and resilience are powerful force that fueled not only the Australian economy but also its social and cultural enthusiasm. But I want to make one thing very clear, ladies and gentlemen. Hazara prejudice is not just my book. It is a book about us. It is a collective history, a shared narrative that belongs to every single Hazara members of the community. And they are the stories of each and every one of you in this room. The doctors, the builders, the arts, the teachers, and yes, even the quiet heroes who work behind the scene, often unnoticed, but never ever unappreciated. This book is an invitation to the broader Australian public, not to just only learn about our struggles, but to recognize and appreciate our contributions. It's an invitation to understand the hearts of our community that has given so much to this country and continue to do so. As we celebrate the remarkable journey of Hazara Australians, it's essential to recognise the incredible supports we have received from our communities, from our partners, and today the Hazara community continue to enhance Australia's multicultural fabric and an enduring legacy of resilience, talents and collaborations and so many more, you name it. As I stand today, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Gratitude to my community, to my family, and to every single person who have supported me on this journey. Hazara Prejudice is a letter to the Hazara community, a tribute to all those who have made it possible for us to stand prominent today and for those who continue to build a brighter future for our children, for your children. I, Bashir Faiq, encourage all of you to read Hazara Prejudice and share their stories within. Today, we can amplify those voices and continue to build a future that celebrates every community's contributions to this great country. So, thank you. Thank you for being here, for supporting this work, and for continue to be the living testimony of the resilience and success of the Hazara communities. As we launch this book, we are not just turning the page on a new chapter. We are turning a page into a new era of recognitions, unity, and shared prosperity. As I often said this, diversity isn't about focusing on our differences. It's about embracing the unique quality each of us brings and celebrate the opportunities those create to build a better and inclusive society. This is the spirit we carry forward. As Hazara Australians, our contributions, our culture, our stories are all equally valuable, and together we reinforce the fabric of this great country. Today, we launch this great book. And to conclude, let me leave you with this. Let this book the beginning of many more stories to be told. I invite each of you to share your own narrative, to inspire the next generation and continue the legacy of our community's resilience and contributions. Lastly, I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to our distinguished guest speakers, Elena, General Said Murad Ali Murad, Miss Famoso, and the Better Together from Party, Lucy, Vicente, and so many more. And I really appreciate for you being here, and to our distinguished guests, including the Better Together Party, the Mental Health Australia team, and the Australian Southeast Asian Network, who are sitting just right up there, and Community Response Australia, our our brothers here join us this afternoon, United for Human Rights, Elena with his team, and also Youth for Human Rights, Joe, the Director of the Human Rights, who are here, and of course, Hadley Culture and World Peace Restorations of Light, which is also known as a HWPL team, members who are here with us this afternoon as well. And of course, the member of the Federation Hazara Council of Australia and the more broader community from Afghanistan, and also from the Hazara community, from all different associations and community members who are here this evening with us. And I'm also deeply appreciated and deeply grateful for each of you who have contributed to making this event more memorable and more remarkable. I also would like to express my sincerely gratitude to our esteemed local business partners who generously support and contribute, have made this event possible. Their contributions and their generosity have made this event possible. I just want to name a couple of persons who have contributed to this great event. Karbalese Hamid Bahadri, Majisai Danesh, جناب آقای رمضانی صاحب، محمد علی نظری، محمد حسین رحیمی، Mr. Najafi, Mr. Faridun Jafari, Mr. Ziyad Salimi, Mr. Riza Amini, and also the Bamiyan receptions, Mr. Karimi, who is not here with us this afternoon, but his partner, business partner here is Mr. Nematullah, and also, of course, our respected brothers, Mr. Ahmed Wali Hussaini, who is here with us this afternoon, and of course, just want to acknowledge our interstate business partners and guests, Mr. Najibullah Fayazi from South Australia, Mr. Zulfiqar Umid with his team, who are here this afternoon, who came here from Sydney. And of course, lastly, I want to acknowledge one person who have made it a significant contribution to the launch of the Hazara Federation Council of Australia earlier this year in Parliament House. And that person is, of course, Mr. Arif Nazari. Mr. Arif Nazari, just want to let you a few points, if you don't mind, please. Mr. Arif Nazari, with his business partner, Mr. Hussein Rahimi, have donated over $100,000 to the Australian Federation Hazara Council of Australia. Over $100,000. And who is sponsored our respected brothers, our artist from Turkey, with his beautiful handmade arts, and that cost over $100,000. And he generously, can I ask you please to stand up, Mr. Nazari? Just give it a round of applause. Thank you very much for your contributions, and thank you very much for all of you being here, and to all our business partners for their supports. We are really appreciated. Thank you once again to all our supporters and friends for your continued support and efforts. Together, we have made history. So thank you very much. The next editions of the Hazara Prodigies, let's, ladies and gentlemen, ride together. We will do this. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bashir, for Fائق for your inspiring vision and for bringing Hazara prodigies to life. This will help everyone to have a better understanding of the achievements of the Hazara individuals who never gave up despite all the hardships, challenges, and persecution that they have gone through for centuries.